It's so hard to believe, Jay, that we're just a week away from the college football playoff selection show. So Florida, with the help of that silly shoe throwing penalty, loses their football game just 1 week before facing Bama in the SEC championship game. Here's Gators head coach Dan Mullen after the loss to LSU and asked about his team's playoff chances should they upset Bama.
I don't have a vote on that. I'm not in the room. You know what I mean? I know we've played 10 games, right? So I guess probably the best thing to do would have been play less games, because you seem to get rewarded for not playing this year in college football.
All right, so we say good morning to Paul Finebaum. Hello, Paul. It appears that Mullen is taking a shot at Ohio State, presumably with the Buckeyes having those 5 games this season, the change of rules now allowing them to play in the Big Ten Championship. So what is your reaction to Mullen's comments?
Hannah, I apologize for quoting Macbeth so early on a Sunday morning, but that's a lot of sound and fury signifying nothing.
I love it.
First of all, that's the second loss for the Gators. They lost to Texas A&M, and now they've lost at home as a 23-point favorite to LSU, a team that has really done nothing this season. It was a huge rivalry game. They were sloppy. Kyle Trask made mistakes and the unforgivable shoe penalty. But you know, if the two were to meet, when I'm talking about Ohio State and Florida, I would take Ohio State. Coach Mullen, I think you're a great coach. I love you, but you're going nowhere with that argument. Yeah, and by the way, Christmas decorations should go up whenever you want them to. So, I mean, my beef with him goes way back to that.
3 turnovers for Kyle Trask against LSU. Let's start with taking care of the football, okay? So how did last night's game for him impact those Heisman chances?
Well, he's no longer the favorite. A week ago we talked about that, and he was barely ahead of Mac Jones, and now he's clearly behind. And of course, Mac Jones has to worry about Devontae Smith on his own team, but Kyle Trask has an opportunity. As tough as last night was, he plays in the feature game of the year in the SEC next week, and should he just go crazy, which he's capable of, and upset Alabama, it may not help the Gators get in the playoff, but it could vault him to the champion, to the Heisman Trophy. One other person to keep your eye on next week is Trevor Lawrence. He could have he did not play this past weekend, but if he has a monster game against Notre Dame, he could also give Trask and Mac Jones a run. Against Notre Dame. I saw what you did there. Okay, Paul. Yeah, I thought about that.
Because we got to stay, you know, we have to be simpatico. Like, we have to, stay on the same side here. All right, Paul, love you. See you later. Nice Macbeth. Good talking to you, my friend. All right, conference championship games get underway next week, and Alabama will face off against Florida, as you know. So each team has made the conference championship game 13 times, and then you look around the rest of the country, and Paul was talking about Trevor and Clemson looking for redemption against Notre Dame. Of course, Trevor was not the quarterback when they lost to the Irish in South Bend. Meanwhile, USC and Ohio State hoping to keep their perfect seasons intact as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.